I feel like my whole life I've always tried different ways of making money, and I know I'm not the only one. Like, I truly believe no one deserves to be stuck in the whole 9 to 5 grind, because honestly it can be so tiring. So once again, I've got some sick ways to make money that isn't your regular toxic side hustles. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to go drive for Uber or deliver with DoorDash either. We all know about those options already, and honestly they can get old really quick. So today I'm going to put you onto some ways to make money that are a lot more interesting, way more flexible, and honestly a lot more fun than those traditional side gigs. These are also things you can start doing today with no degree, no office job, and definitely no corporate grind involved. And the best part is that some of these can actually turn into a full-time thing if you give them enough time and enough energy. And they're also kind of opportunities that let you tap into your skills and creativity rather than just punching in and out of some boring shift. Again, this won't be your usual hustle advice. I'm not going to tell you to start trading crypto or become a social media manager. So yeah, I'm just going to kick it right off with the main thing that I've done my whole life, and that's video editing and technical design. It's one of those things that not only are in high demand right now, but could turn into a full-on career if you stick with it. And you genuinely don't need a degree, years of schooling, or anything like that. If you think about it, pretty much every piece of content online requires some kind of editing, whether it's a YouTube video, a TikTok, Instagram. That means there's a ton of work out there for video editors, and honestly it's only going to get bigger. Creators, influencers, and brands are all out here trying to keep up with content demand. And the thing is, not everyone's got time or skills to make their videos look good, and that's where you're going to come in. And don't get it twisted, video editing doesn't mean you have to start out with some super fancy software or computer. Sure, you can use tools like Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro, all them sort of things, but honestly you don't need to be a wizard to get started. You can start with something way more simple like iMovie or CapCut and still make it work, I promise you. You can teach yourself the basics of cutting, transitioning, adding music, syncing audio, all those kinds of things, and there are so many free tutorials on YouTube that are going to get you going. I mean, that's how I learned everything. So you're probably wondering how you're going to get started today, and a lot of people get scared of starting because it seems like you need a ton of experience or some big portfolio to land clients, but that's not true at all. Everyone has to start somewhere. The real key is showing potential clients that you can deliver what they need, and most importantly, reliability. You can take the route of doing small gigs on platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, or Freelancer, because there is literally always people looking for editors on there. But these websites can be slightly oversaturated with other editors that are willing to undercut your price by heaps. So I would recommend doing what I did, and that's just following your favorite YouTubers or content creators and just waiting until they ask for editors, or just genuinely reaching out as a human, seeing if they need help editing. Now, I've edited for both professional brands and YouTubers, and it's all about showing what you can do. They don't really care what you've done in the past, as long as you can show them your reliability. And I say this to everyone, but don't be afraid to start cheap. In the beginning, you might need to offer maybe free edits or even cheap edits to get your foot in the door. And once you get your first few clients, just ask them for reviews, and that way it's super easy to land your next gigs, showing solid proof that you know what you're doing. Like, there was this one YouTuber that asked for editing help, cutting up short form content. I did it once for free to stand out, and from that point on, he would hit me up asking for heaps of long form edits. And there's been some YouTubers that I've continued to work with for years. So yeah, I may be biased, but I really do believe video editing is one of the best ways to make money without needing a degree or a ton of experience. And of course, it's fun, it's creative, and it can 100% turn into a full-time career if you really stick with it. And the best part is you can literally start right now. So yeah, just start reaching out to small YouTubers, local businesses, or even influencers on TikTok, whatever it is. Just make sure you humanize yourself, because even I as a YouTuber get a lot of spam emails in my email saying they want to edit for me, but I can tell these guys are just cold emailing everyone with no real intention to help. And that segues into my next topic, proving that video editing is super valuable in 2025. And that's just using platforms like YouTube and TikTok, man. I'm sure you've heard a ton about how people are making serious money on these platforms, but I really want to break it down for you and show how easy it is for anyone to start earning money. You don't even have to show your face or even use your voice if you don't want. So if you're not aware, TikTok has started paying creators in certain countries, in particular America, and it's honestly insane how easy it can be to make money if you know how to play the game. You don't have to make original viral dances or skits either. You can literally just put together compilations or clip other people's content like YouTubers or other TikTok creators and still make money. And on these platforms, quality doesn't really matter, I've found. I feel like you just need to curate the right audience, and that's all that matters. I mean, realistically, some of you might even clip my content, turn it into something new, and upload it to your own platform. And to be honest, I encourage that. It's a win-win. I get exposure and you get paid, but just be mindful to follow the platform's rules about reusing content. But if you're adding your own twist, commentary, or editing style, it's an easy way to get paid. Now, unfortunately in Australia, we don't have monetizations for TikTok, but there is workarounds. You can pay like $2 for an eSIM from another country, use a VPN for that same country, and create a TikTok account. I just made 5 Japan TikToks account, which I've got there if I ever want to start generating income on them, because everyone's clipping content these days, man. And I'll give you a little quick tip. There's this site called Opus Clip that you could put any YouTube video into, and it will chop it up into multiple clip segments. So if you're super lazy, that's a good way of doing it. And of course, TikTok's not the only platform that's paying. YouTube is catching on to the short form content trend with YouTube Shorts, and of course the classic long form content like this video you're watching right now. And man, YouTube is rewarding new channels more than ever right now. I can't express how many times I've clicked on a video with 500k views, then look at their channel and they've only uploaded 2 videos. Like, that's the power of YouTube right now. YouTube is really favoring fresh channels and pushing that content out to more people, which was not easy to do a couple years ago. And realistically, you do not even need to put your personality into the videos if you don't want to. Channels that are completely faceless, even using AI, are popping off right now. Whether it's compilation videos, top 10 lists, or even just gameplay footage with commentary, there doesn't need to be a face to the channel at all. YouTube's pretty much the new TV. Just think about it like that, where you just let the content do the talking, which means you can stay behind the scenes and still rake in the views and therefore money. There's this whole epidemic of faceless YouTube channels going on right now, where people are literally treating it like a game to see who can get the most views and earn the most money in the shortest amount of time. And it's real, man. It really be happening for people. Just find a certain niche to fit into, for example, cars or something like that, and just make sure you curate all your videos around that certain niche so you're always targeting the same audience. I know it seems daunting at first, but honestly, YouTube is rewarding this. Now, I feel like everyone has some sort of skill that they can provide to someone, whether that's in digital terms or physical terms. So there are plenty of platforms out there where you can offer your skills and start earning money for it. So when it comes to physical tasks, platforms like Airtasker, or in America, there's one called TaskRabbit. These sort of services let you offer a range of hands-on jobs, from helping people move furniture, assembling furniture, setting up tech, so like building a PC or something like that, or even doing odd jobs around someone's house. And there's a massive market for it, and it feels like the older generation is just getting tapped onto this sort of stuff. And the best part is you can choose your task based on your location, expertise, and availability. Like, I promise you, there will be a job on there you can do. And for digital services, I touched on it before, but platforms like Upwork and Fiverr are great places to start. You can offer anything from video editing, like I said before, graphic design, writing, or web development, and people will literally come to you. And a cool option that's very overlooked is posting your services directly on Facebook Marketplace. You can offer all of the services I just listed before, like home repairs or PC builds, and it's just heaps more local, so people are more likely to trust you. And the beauty of using Facebook Marketplace is you avoid the middleman. People can contact you directly over and over again, and you don't have to pay whatever hidden fees are there. And what's great about all these platforms I just listed is you don't need to invest in anything up front. You just use your existing skills to make money, and it's that simple. You set the hours and choose the tasks you want to do. You can either make it your side hustle or put all your time into it, making your full-time job. Alright, now I'm going to talk about one lane that's a bit underrated, but has a lot of potential, and it's to do with music. I know a lot of people like music, so this one's kind of fun. One of the ways is Spotify playlisting, because surprisingly, Spotify isn't just for listening. It can actually be a source of income if you're smart about it. The idea is super simple. Create a playlist around a niche vibe or genre, something like chill underground rap or nostalgic tunes or like UK garage or something like that. But overall, the goal is to attract a certain audience and grow that playlist consistently. And once you build it up with regular followers and monthly listeners, artists and artist managers will start reaching out to pay you for placements, or vice versa, you could reach out to them. And to keep it realistic, there are people charging anywhere from $20 to $100 just to add one song to the playlist, depending on the size of the playlist and the listeners. Now, this is definitely not going to pop off overnight, no, but if you're consistent with curating good music, keeping your playlist active, and maybe promoting it on social media and Reddit and all that sort of stuff, it'll add up. And if you build multiple playlists under a single account, you're basically going to stack passive income. No content creation, no showing your face, just showcasing your good taste in music. But let's take that same taste and energy from your playlist and bring it into real life. I'm talking about throwing your own music events. Now, I know it seems crazy daunting at first, but it's really not that deep. Let's say you've noticed a genre that's trending online but doesn't really have a scene in your local clubs. For instance, like country music, hyperpop, the jerk scene. You can be the one to bring that to life. All you got to do is hire a small venue in your area. It may just be a room in a bar, a gallery space, or even a warehouse. You throw a theme and let the music do the work. And you don't need to be a professional DJ either. I feel like these days you can literally just put on a Spotify playlist. But if you want to go a little more deep and add a little bit more quality, you can hire a DJ or even learn the basics yourself, because people are coming for the vibe and the music, not perfect transitions. Like, if the music is good and the energy is right, that's what matters. So pretty much you would hire a venue, you'd get the theme in order, and then you'd sell tickets through sites like Eventbrite or something like that. Promote it through Instagram, make a Facebook event, and keep things really local. Every time I've thrown a gig like this, especially when it was something a bit different from what was already happening, I never didn't make a profit, and there really is low overhead. You make real connections, and of course you have fun the night of. Plus, once you've done it once and people like it, they'll often start asking you when the next one is. For example, I'm sure in the town that you're in, there'd probably be like an emo night or something like that every other weekend where they just play old school like Blink-182 songs and all that sort of stuff. It's essentially bringing out a crowd of people that wouldn't otherwise go to the club, but you're going to curate it for them. So yeah, man, that's some pretty cool music ones. Whether you're curating a playlist from your room or setting the scene in the real world, music is a very powerful way to make money, and a lot of people are connected to it, and you may even build something bigger than you expected. Now, this is personally one that I haven't tried, but I know a lot of people have got success from this, and that's single item drop shipping. And honestly, it sounds like a very chill way to start a little online hustle without overcomplicating things. A lot of people get caught up with trying to build their massive stores with like 20 products, doing all the logos and branding and all that. But in 2025, you really don't need all that. You can literally make life-changing money just off one item. That's the power of social media these days. All you need is one product, one website, one message that you keep pushing. Just keep things very simple. So for example, I just found this Switch 2 screen protector on AliExpress. The console isn't even out yet, but the hype is definitely building. So what you do is you build up a basic Shopify page, which you could probably get for a good deal when you first start out. I think in America, the deal is like $1 for 3 months or something crazy like that. Shopify makes it super easy to build out a website, don't overcomplicate it, and then pretty much with that one item, being the Switch 2 screen protector, you start posting TikToks or Reels with hooks like, "I'm ready for the Switch 2 drop, are you?" Or something like, "This screen protector is going to sell out before the console even drops." Pretty much just trying to make like viral trends, like nothing crazy at all. You just want to get this product in front of people's pages and making them feel like they need it. Now, obviously, you're going to sell the item for a little more than you bought it on AliExpress. And when we're talking about making the content itself, just film it raw with your phone, show it off, talk about how it will protect your new Switch, all that sort of stuff. Use trending sounds, keep it short and engaging. You do not need to act like a full-time influencer or even show your face. Just focus on getting eyes on the product itself. And because it's only one item, your marketing is going to be laser focused. Like you're not juggling 20 things to try and sell. You're not trying to sell different color variants, all that sort of stuff. Just keep it real simple. And this sort of stuff works best for stuff that's timely, like tech drops, console accessories, or anything tied to a trend. Like I know them silly Labubu collectibles are going crazy right now. If there was an accessory to go with that, it'll probably go well right now. And beyond just the money, this is a real skill that you can take anywhere. Like even if you go for a job in the future, whether it's marketing, e-com, or anything like that, you'll be able to say you built and run a Shopify store from scratch. You handled the product sourcing, the TikTok marketing strategy, and the site design. And that's something that people hire for. Even if it didn't blow up, the experience is 100% valuable. And it's just a clean little side hustle that teaches you everything from digital marketing to product testing. And if you stick with it, it can definitely evolve into something full-time. But yeah, man, these are just some quick ways that you can make some serious money or even build a career that isn't a regular 9 to 5. Because like I said at the start of the video, I feel like no one deserves to work a 9 to 5. Let me know if I missed any ideas. I'm always keen to hear how you guys make money. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. As always, all my links are down below. That being my streaming platforms, my Twitter, my Instagrams, and my clothing brand Memory Faded. But yeah, man, I'm gonna just end it here. It's been Once Faded. Deuces.